Little Talks of Monsters and Men. Now what's quite cool about this song, it's got some very basic chords, A minor, F major 7, C and G. We'll show you that now. The strumming pattern's nice and quick, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, but we'll break this all step down one at a time as we go through the piece. First of all, let's have a look at our new chords. Keep in mind you need your capo at fret number 1. No capo, the song won't work that well. First of all, your chords, A minor, I'm sure you're quite well familiar with A minor. First finger's on the second string, 3 and 4, placed like that. I'm not going to go too simplified. F major 7, now this is a new chord, it's quite a cool chord. Normally for F we place our first finger flat, right? We put those two down like that. We're going to put your first finger on the tip, so it's not flat, and then finger 2, finger 3, ring finger onto strings 3 and 4. So your chord should sound like this. There's normal F. Hear the difference? F major 7. It's got that nice sort of dreamy feel as a result of the first finger being no longer flat. Okay. You can also play the F major 7 like this, which is what I actually did at the beginning. You move your ring finger up a string and put the pinky underneath. That's also F major 7, and the advantage of this is that you can strum 5 strings now instead of 4. Next up, C. C and F major 7 look really close. There's F major 7, there's C. First finger remains on its tip, fingers 2 and 3 just up a string. G chord, several ways to play it. I like using my ring finger and pinky at the bottom. It gives a nice fuller sound. It's my personal opinion. And then finger 1 and 2 like that. But I'm dead happy with just the one finger with it like this as well. Okay, so your chords, A minor, F major 7, the easier way. Transition up to C and G. Or you can go A minor, F major 7, the slightly more challenging way. And that's also C, by the way. Or more correctly, C with the G bass. And the G chord. Okay. Next up, we need to look at the strumming pattern. As mentioned, it's a really fast strummer. Okay, I played the wrong chord at the end there, but the strumming pattern is more important. Okay, let's break it down. We're starting on the first beat, strumming strings 5 and 4. So we're going for a deeper sound. We're not starting on a full bright chord. We're starting on the strings 5 and 4, slightly more deeper. After that, on the count of 2, you do the full strum, and then on the count of 3 and 4, and we strum on each beat. So slow motion, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and at speed, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's a really nice quick strumming, and I'm using a pick. You don't have to use a pick, but if you want to, you can. Otherwise, fingers, you can go. And there I use my first finger. You can see the first finger is doing the most of the work. I'm not strumming with my thumb. This is bad. You're not going to get the speed. Your first finger is going to give you much more speed with it. But as we said, we're using a strum for this, or a pick for this. Now for the A minor, we're playing from the 5th string. F major 7, if we use the simpler version, remember the simpler one? Then you play from the 4th. If you use the slightly more complex one, where we've got ring finger and pinky, then you can strum from the 5th again. The C stays from the 5th, and you finish with the G, which is going to be from the 6th. So if you take it through once slowly, it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's basically what we need for the rhythm. Now sometimes I actually strum on the 2 and 3 end as well. So instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, sometimes I do this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That also will work. If you listen carefully to the original, they don't keep it exactly the same the whole way through. So in essence, there's 2 rhythms you can use. You can go bass, down, down, up, or you can go bass, down, up, down, up, down, up. They're both going to sound good, promise. Now, when they start singing after the hey, all right, on the first verse where it says, I don't like walking around this old and empty house, those chords 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. And what I'm doing there, just to show you, is basically just one strum on each chord. A minor, F major 7, C, 2, 3, 4, A minor, F major 7, C, 2, 3, 4. I'll notice on the PDF when I downloaded it, sometimes they have an F, sometimes they have F major 7. I think that's really just a typing mistake there. Stay with the F major 7s, they sound really, really cool. And one strum for each chord. And you'll notice that when they go from the introduction, that G at the end disappears for the verse. So basically, if you have to analyze the song and sort of just have an overview, you'll notice that the song has got two chord progressions. The first part is the A minor, F major 7, C with a G, introduction and the choruses. And with the verse, it's A minor, F major 7, C, and in essence another C. They just don't write down another C, but you have to know it if you know the chord. Now, nice little trick as well on the G. I'm going to zoom in a bit closer. You can see what I'm doing over here with my first finger. As mentioned, I said we normally play G like this. Now, if you play G like that, now we're freeing up the first finger, so your middle finger's going up here, ring finger to the top, pinky to the bottom, so it's quite a difference. You can bring the first finger to make it into a G sus. So again, and that sounds quite cool as well. So you can do something like this. Oh, let's try that again. And you'll see over there, I started my G with the first finger on. Also sounds quite nice. That's a little extra. They don't do it on the original. I'm convinced they don't. I could be wrong, but I listened carefully, I didn't hear that. But it's one of those little tricks that you can add onto your own playing whenever you like. So in essence, little talks of Monsters and Men, two progressions, A minor, F, C and G, and then for the verse, A minor, F major 7, 2 Cs, no G. The chords are on the diagram, Kappa's at fret number 1. You got your strumming pattern, and I hope you enjoy the song. If you've got any questions, drop me a WhatsApp. Take care.